deported 5 times. His victims included one 68-year-old woman with a cane who took his offer to drive him home. He left her on the side of a dirt road in horrible, horrible condition. The 64-year-old Air Force veteran, Marilyn Ferris, an unbelievable woman, was raped and beaten to death with a hammer by a repeat offending criminal illegal immigrant who should have been deported many times by the Obama administration, but never, ever was, and people still don't understand it. Under a Trump administration, this crime wave ends, and it ends very, very quickly. With a victory in November, everything will change. In closing, here are some of the amazing things we're going to do for our country starting in 2017. We are going to stop the drugs and illegal immigration from pouring into our country. We are going to give, authorize, and get approved the biggest tax cut since Ronald Reagan, and even bigger. And included in that is major simplification. Major simplification. The only one that won't be happy is H&R Block. They will not be happy. We are going to eliminate every unnecessary job-killing regulation, which are killing our businesses. That's what they're really killing. We will defend religious liberty in our country and elsewhere. We will provide school choice to every disadvantaged child in America. And we are going to end, once and for all, Common Core and bring our education local. We will support the great men and women of law enforcement. We are going to save our Second Amendment, which is under siege. And we will appoint justices to the United States Supreme Court who will uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. You have 17 days to make this all happen. Your future is really in your hands. I didn't have to do this. This is hard work. Many people in this room are making less money now than they made 18 years ago, an amazing statistic. And then you had a great job. Today you're working 2 and 3 jobs. But many people, think of it, in this room are older, making less money, and working much harder. Now, here's the good news. I'm older and working much harder also. So I don't feel so bad. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty. But I didn't have to do this. I built a great company, a great company. Some of the greatest assets in the world, some of the greatest real estate assets in the world. You know, if I win, I may never get to see him again. It's true. But I built some of the great real estate assets in the world. And honestly, it's so unimportant compared to what we're talking about, which is saving the United States of America. So I didn't have to do it. And I've been on the other side. I talk about the other side. I know the other side. Who knows the other side better than me? And I said, the country's in very serious trouble, and we're going to do it. So I became the ultimate insider in one day when I said, on June 16th, coming down the escalator with Melania, in one day, I went from the ultimate insider to, man, have I become the ultimate outsider, right? So we have created a movement the likes of which nobody has ever seen before in this country. Thank you. You're my hero, let me tell you. Like that guy. I don't know who he is, but I like, who did that? Who said that? I like you. Look at the arms, strong guy. Tough guy. You have to go out. You have to get everyone you know, get them to vote. I often say, if you're really sick, you go to the doctor. He gives you the worst message he can give you. You know what that message is. You've got 2 months. Not going to make it. It's really bad and really serious. That doesn't matter. On November 8th, you get up and you get out to vote, right? No. But nobody in this room is ever going to get sick. November 8th. Our campaign is powered by our love for this country and our love for one another. Is there ever anywhere a better place to be than a Trump rally? Look at it. No better place and no safer place, even when they hired people for $1,500 to go and beat up our people. You know what they found? You know what they found? And by the way, they hurt a lot of police. You saw that. You saw the blood pouring down. Those people should be criminally prosecuted. Okay? And you know what? The people that hired them, including the person that visited the White House 344 times, should be criminally prosecuted. By the way, if that were us, forget it. Do you really believe anything's going to happen to those people? Isn't it sad? Our country has never been in a position like this. It's never, ever been. Our justice system, it's never been. When somebody can lie and lie and lie, other people far greater than her, lives are being destroyed. But they can lie and lie and everything goes like nothing. But other people are destroyed. I'm going to fight for every citizen of every background, from every stretch of this nation. I'm going to fight for every child living in poverty. I'm going to fight for every mom and every dad who lost her or his child to illegal immigration and drugs and gang violence, which is all over this country. I'm going to fight for every community whose jobs and factories have been ripped out of your states like Ohio and shipped to other countries like Mexico and many, many more. I'm going to fight for every person in this country who believes government should serve the people, not the donors and not the special interests. I'm going to fight to bring us all together as Americans. We're a divided country. We will not be a divided country for long. Imagine what our country could accomplish if we started working together as one people under one God, saluting one American flag. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, and maybe for some, in 40 and 50 years, you're going to look back at this rally for the rest of your life. You're going to remember this day. This is a movement like no one in this country has ever seen before. We have a big crowd today, but we have big crowds everywhere. Many of the pundits have said it's the single greatest political phenomena they've ever seen in their lifetime. Bill O'Reilly said it. We're going to look back at this election and say this is by far the most important vote you've ever cast for anyone at any time, November 8th. We're 17 days away from achieving the change we've been waiting for our entire lives. It's going to happen. You're going to be so proud of your country again, and hopefully you're going to be so proud of your president, because we're going to start winning again. We're going to start winning again. And we're going to make America wealthy again. And we're going to make America strong again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Thank you, Ohio.